I'm Tiger Height, and I'm here to make WWE Raw and Pro Wrestling Majestic again. Kind of an all-over-the-place show. I liked more than I hated, but there were some parts where I'm just sitting there scratching my head on why? Especially given that this was right after Fastlane. Oh, thank God they started off with something that I was worried about. Seth freaking Rollins coming out, talking about his win over Nakamura, and I was afraid that it was going to be Nakamura again. But it's not, clearly. It's Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre will be facing Rollins for the title at Crown Jewel. Awesome, awesome, perfect guy to do it. Kind of wish maybe we established a little more of that heel mentality before we did this, but once again, I am so stoked about this. Seth Rollins looked like he was in a bedazzled snowboarding mask, which I'm not sure how I feel, given that I'm from Colorado. Then we had Damian Priest attack Rollins, and Dominic had the briefcase essentially going to cash in, but Drew attacked Dominic. That went totally against what his intention was last week, where Drew would not get involved in anything that he was A, not a part of, or B, not instigated. He literally went against that in a week. Can we have a heel Drew McIntyre, please? But I really like this segment. We establish a brand new contender for the next pay-per-view. We have Drew McIntyre being awesome again. God, I wish they would continue the heel shit. I doubt that they will, but heaven forbid. I'll enjoy what I can. I'll give it an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. Also, Rollins' code is awesome. The shirt killed it for me, though. Like, can we stop this mix between Seth Rollins raiding his wife's goddamn, like, closet? Yeah, that was it. Closet. I almost said cabinet for some reason. I have no idea why. So we next have Viking Rules match with Kofi Kingston and Ivar. I like the concept of Viking Rules. I mean, pretty much every single Viking Rules, which was 2 outside of this one, have been impressively good for the most part. This one, I mean, it was fun, but it was not the ones that we expect because they didn't have the big dragon thing on that part of the ring. Literally half of what Viking Rules, what made it really special was not even in the match, like at all. I'm sorry, if you don't have the little dragon thing, I don't care. It's essentially a hardcore match with Viking shit. I mean, that's what it is, but let me at least give me some props about the dragon thing. And here's the thing, I like the match too. Kofi Kingston and Ivar have a very interesting chemistry that I really dig, and that moonsault, it was not as great as it usually is. Kofi had to move a little bit, kind of looked like Ivar landed on his damn head, but it seemed like Kofi was fine. There was no X, there was no nothing that I was aware of, and Ivar won. Oh, and by the way, Valhalla returned. She was a big part of the win, but it is what it is. I'll give it an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. I liked more than I hated. And then once again, we have Ivar beating a former WWE champion and continuing this essentially a win streak here, which I am 100% for. I was going to say undefeated streak, but he literally lost to Xavier last week. Like, why? It's so dumb. Up next, we have Raquel Rodriguez and Nia Jax. I despise Nia Jax's new theme song. Her old theme song was killer for her. It just, I don't know. I think it might be nostalgia, but I just love that theme. I'm also basic. It was a fine match, and that's being nice. We had Rhea Ripley come out to attack both of the women, and that's how the match ended in a no contest. We had Shayna Baszler come out and attack too. Once again, a follow-up from last week, which I am 100% okay with because they definitely need to. And this actually worked out for me for the most part. Was there anything in here that was out of the realm of like, oh my god, you have to watch it? No. Was it acceptable for what it was supposed to do? Yeah. I can dig it. Orange Cassidy thumbs up. Kind of being nice. I liked more than I hated. So up next we have our Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso segment. Obviously they are the new Undisputed Tag Team Champions. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn come out, and for some reason, Sami Zayn's old theme song played, not Worlds Collide, but the one before, and Sami Zayn was like, I don't know why that one played. That's a damn good question. Why did that one play? It was really strange. Anyway, this set up the tag team title main event. I don't hate it. Orange Cassidy, thumbs up. Up next to determine the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Champion, Chad Gable, Ricochet, Bronson Reed. What I like about this is that two of them are fresh. Well, actually, there's not really anybody that's a fresh contender other than the guy who won. But it feels fresh. It feels different, and we're establishing a Intercontinental Champion division, which I am okay with. It was a fun, interesting, dynamic match. There was a lot of different styles here. There was a lot of different aspects that I really liked. And it was Tsunami for Bronson to win. Heel versus heel for next week. Not usually a fan of this, but Bronson needed the win more than Ricochet or Chad Gable needed it. Orange Cassidy, thumbs up. Woo! A lot of Orange Cassidy thumbs up during this show. JD McDonagh and Drew McIntyre. The match was fine. I mean, JD McDonagh wanted to prove himself to Judgment Day. Like, why would you want to be a part of this group at this point? They don't like you. Seriously, they don't like you. Why would you want to be a part of that? That's so dumb. Anyway, Drew McIntyre going from the Future Shock to the Claymore. Not a big fan of that. Can we make a fucking choice here and stick with the choice? Drew McIntyre would be a good heel. Let him be a heel. It was fine. Orange Cassidy, thumbs up. This is probably getting annoying. Up next, for the NXT Women's Champion, Becky Lynch versus Taniknox. This was originally supposed to be last week, but Becky Lynch was unable to compete because essentially she grew a mouth on her arm from the Extreme Rules match. I did like this match. It was probably Taniknox's best match since she returned to WWE. Becky Lynch, bless her heart, really worked hard to get this going, but the crowd was dead. They really promoted it well. I kind of wish they did some of that video package stuff maybe before this match, maybe last week. That probably would have worked a lot better than when they did it here, because guess what? They showed her story. They showed Taniknox's story from her many setbacks, no fault of her own, to getting back to this point. And if they did that maybe a week or two, just kind of leading up to it, maybe people would be more interested, saying, wow, this girl really went from being hurt all the time to something different, and I'm digging it. It was disarm her for the win. It wasn't even manhandle. I hate doing this. It was so close on being full thumbs up, but it wasn't. Becky Lynch retains, a good match, Orange Cassidy thumbs up, but almost, like literally a skosh, maybe some more time, maybe some more emotion, to a full thumbs up. And in our main event for the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso defending, kind of weird, against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Oh, thank God I can say something other than an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. A match that was made literally tonight. And how they structured this was so great. And also, I love the Cody 1D. It just hits so nice and crisp. I can't believe how Rhodes and Uso gelled this well together. I mean, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn definitely really helped with this match, and they needed to knock this out of the park to justify taking these titles off of Judgment Day. But I think they did this very successfully. It was the Cody 1D for the win, and this gets a full thumbs up, thank God. And that was Raw. Let me know what you thought about not only Raw, but my video in the comments down below or right over here next to me, depending on where you're watching this on. Subscribe or follow, depending, once again, on where you're watching me from. Become a patron, get hats, and follow all my social medias, which will be linked in the link tree, either in the description or in the bio. And as always, be majestic.